So India has now deployed a squadron of upgraded MiG-29 fighter jets at the Srinagar Air Base, and this is to tackle the threats from both the Pakistani and the Chinese front. Now, Trident Squadron, which is also now known as the Defender of the North, has now been replaced by the MiG-21 Squadron at the Srinagar Air Base, which has been traditionally responsible for taking care of the threat from the neighbors. Now, India has deployed a squadron of enhanced MiG-29 fighter jets at the Srinagar Air Base to handle threats from both Pakistan and from Chinese fronts. The MiG-21 at the Srinagar Air Base has now been replaced by the Trident Squadron, and it is also called as the Defender of the North. Now, the Srinagar base has been responsible for tackling threats from Pakistan as well as Srinagar lies in the center of the valley. Its altitude, which is higher than the plains, so it is better to place an aircraft with a higher weight to thrust ratio and lower the response time considering the proximity to the border as well. Shivani is with us right now. Shivani, good morning. How is MiG-29 also better equipped even when it comes to this replacement of India deploying the new squadron?
See, Amita, there was a long-pending demand of phasing out the MiG-21s after we saw a number of accidents. And last year, when one officer had died in MiG-21 air crash, the defense minister had already announced that by 23, all the aircrafts of MiG-21 make will be replaced by other aircrafts. And now the Srinagar base has been equipped with the upgraded MiG-29 aircraft because, you know, this is a very important air base, strategically located air base. And not only in, if we see the western part of the borders, that is the threat from Pakistan, but also from the Chinese side. So Srinagar is centrally located, and Srinagar is a very important base from where, in a very short responsive time, the Air Force aircraft can be deployed either on the west or the east on the northern sector. So now the MiG-29s, which are upgraded versions, are deployed, and these are the Tridents of the North. The whole structure of this particular air base is such that they can defend the complete north of our country, and MiG-29s are the upgraded and more powerful versions. And MiG-21s, because they were obsolete, they were old, they are now totally replaced.
Right, but exactly what are the advantages that we are looking at over, you know, MiG-29 having over MiG-21 aircraft, because it has been also, you know, successfully defending the area of their responsibility in Kashmir as well, and it was also striking down the F-16 back in 2019. So this change, we are told, Shivani, as you've been mentioning, that it was long overdue.
Yes, it was long overdue because MiG-21 was getting older, and to meet the required squadron strength of the Indian Army, the Indian Air Force, we need more aircraft because we cannot do without the MiGs right now. And though there is a program for the new versions, the upgraded versions also, and the work is going on, the work is still in progress in a phased manner. So now the MiG-29s that are deployed in Srinagar are replacing the MiG-21s that were quite old, but we need aircraft, we need fighter aircraft in that region because we also have two squadrons of Rafales that are deployed in the eastern sector also, and also on the western sector. So now for the Srinagar base, MiG-29s will be deployed, and they are stronger, they are capable for the Indian needs, because we've seen in a number of operations how the MiG-29 have been quite competent. They have actively operated in different operations, including the South China Sea also, and now they will be defending the north in Srinagar Air Base.
Right, Shivani, thanks very much for joining us with those details. So the MiG-29, which is now armed with the lethal ammunition, making use of the emergency access powers the government has now given to the Indian Armed Forces. With that, we head into a short break.